Hello everybody, welcome back to the Delmarva Real Estate Market Report 9/25/25. Here we are, I can't believe it, but we are almost through September. It is Ocean's Calling weekend here in Ocean City, which is a big weekend. It's a fun weekend. 3-day music festival, which year after year has been a great event. So should have a lot of people coming to town here before the weekend, which is great. And I'm sure while they're here, it's going to make them feel good and they'll start thinking about some real estate, and most likely will also want to take a look at some real estate. So, but actually, what is going on with the real estate market here on the shore? Well, headlines last week and the week before were interest rates had been decreased by the Fed. Mortgage rates were at their year low. And what do you know? As soon as the Fed reduced the federal funds rate, we actually saw mortgage rates inch up just a tad. There's these windows of opportunity, which we talk about, and they close sometimes quickly. But that being said, interest rates, all in all, are moving in the right direction. We have some more inventory to choose from. I just put out a podcast this past week talking about the fall of 2025 being the absolute best time to make a purchase in real estate dating back to 2019, since 2019. You should check that one out as there's some good information there. But here locally in the last 7 days here in Worcester County, we had 80 new listings hit the market. That's some good inventory. 52 going under contract. That demand line has stayed consistent week after week, anywhere from 50 to 55 properties going under contract every single week, while at the same time the inventory is up a little bit. New listings are up a little bit, so that's more opportunities for you. Total countywide, 787 total actives as of today, and a pace of 184 over the last 30 days. That gives us 4.3 months supply in Worcester County. Wicomico County, 39 new listings, while we had 34 go under contract in the last 7 days. Very balanced in Wicomico County. 331 total actives as of today, and 102 going under contract in the last month. That gives us 3.2 months supply in Wicomico County. That's up just a tad from last week. Finally, Sussex County, Delaware, 189 new listings, while we had 176 go under contract in the last week. Countywide, 2,211 total for sale as of today, and we have a pace of 486 over the last 30 days. That gives us 4.5 months supply in Sussex County, Delaware. As I mentioned at the beginning of this, interest rates are up just a tad. Today we're sitting at 6.37%. on average for the 30-year fixed, and our FHA and government loans are just up over 6.05% currently. One thing I want to leave you with as we go into the weekend and we're thinking about shopping here in the prime fall market, I would be focused on the property with more inventory to choose from, more inventory than we've seen in the last 5 years. There's more options. The key is secure that property. If you can find the right one that checks all the boxes, secure it. Get it under contract. There's a little bit less competition, right? You can get that property now and get your rate locked in, and there's probably a good chance that we might see rates that drop down a little bit over the next 12 months, 16 months, and there could be the opportunity to refinance. But if you're comfortable with the payment today, the most important piece is actually getting the property. Secure that property. So if you have questions on that, we'd be happy to share with you how you might be able to do that, some tactics, some things we're seeing in the market. Till next time, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week with another edition of the Delmarva Real Estate Market Report.